In 2025, the United States launched one of the most controversial immigration crackdowns in modern history. The victims? Thousands of immigrants from Asia, workers, students, families swept up and sent back to countries they barely remembered. From tech hubs to refugee camps, we uncover the emotional, political, and human cost behind America's deportation crisis. These are the 10 Asian countries most impacted and the heartbreaking stories they don't want you to hear. Watch until the end and don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe to Continental Explorer for bold global storytelling. In the land once called the beacon of freedom, doors are slamming shut. Across cities like Los Angeles, New York, Dallas, and Seattle, immigrant families are vanishing. No warnings. No goodbyes. Just gone. They came legally. They worked hard. They raised children. But now, under new U.S. policies, that's no longer enough. From California hospital wards to Silicon Valley offices to refugee shelters and college campuses, immigrants from Asia are being deported en masse. Not because they committed crimes, not because they broke laws, but because the law changed and they weren't ready. Tonight, we go beyond the headlines. We take you inside the crisis that's reshaping America's relationship with Asia and shattering tens of thousands of lives in the process. These are the 10 Asian countries being hit hardest by the 2025 U.S. deportation wave, and the untold truths hiding behind each name. 1. Sri Lanka. Sri Lankans, many of whom fled war, are now being told their country is safe enough to return, even if they have nothing to return to. Families are being split. Children born in the U.S. are separated from their deported parents. One mother whispers through tears, "I escaped bombs. Now I return to nothing." 2. Nepal. Caregivers. Construction workers. Students. Many overstayed by months, not years, due to U.S. visa delays. Now they're labeled illegals and sent back to Nepal, where they face unemployment, isolation, and shame. "We helped build America's aging care industry," says one deportee. "Now they call us disposable." 3. Myanmar. U.S. deportation planes land in a country ruled by a military junta. Returnees are sometimes arrested on arrival. Others simply disappear. Then are raised in the U.S. says, "I never even knew Myanmar. Now I'm hiding from soldiers." Sending people back here isn't deportation, it's a death sentence. For Cambodia. Thousands of Cambodian Americans, some born in refugee camps, are being deported over decades-old crimes committed as juveniles. Some barely speak Khmer. Others don't remember Cambodia at all. They're strangers in a homeland they never knew. "I was raised in America. Now I'm a ghost in Phnom Penh," one man says. 5. Bangladesh. Their only mistake? Paperwork delays. Engineers, drivers, students all swept into deportation because the system failed them. Their green cards were pending. Their work permits were lost in bureaucratic limbo. Now they return to Dhaka jobless, broken, humiliated. 6. Pakistan. In a diplomatic game gone wrong, Pakistanis are paying the price. After a U.S.-Pakistan fallout, over 30,000 Pakistanis, many with no criminal records, were sent back. Entire families deported in bulk. And back home, they face suspicion. Did they get deported for a crime? Or for politics? 7. Thailand. In Thai-American enclaves, silence replaced laughter. Entire restaurant staffs. Whole apartment complexes. Gone. No lawyers. No news reports. Just disappearances. They worked hard. Paid taxes. And still, in 2025, they vanished, deported in mass sweeps with no due process. 8. Vietnam. A decades-old agreement protecting Vietnamese immigrants was quietly revoked. Elders who fled war and persecution are now being sent back. Some haven't been to Vietnam in 40 years. "I fought for the U.S. Army," one deportee cries. "Now they say I'm not American enough to stay." 9. India. India's best and brightest, sent back. From Amazon to Google, Tens of thousands of Indian workers were deported after visa audits and fraud crackdowns. Many were never accused of wrongdoing. They just worked for the wrong company at the wrong time. "We were the future of Silicon Valley," says one engineer. "Now we're back in Delhi, starting over from zero." 10 Philippines, the most loyal U.S. immigrant base, betrayed. Filipino nurses, veterans, caregivers, rounded up and deported after policy shifts erased their paths to citizenship. In 2025, over 150,000 Filipinos were deported. "I served your military. I healed your sick. But I wasn't American enough for you." The illusion of opportunity shattered overnight. This isn't just a story of laws and borders. It's a story of dreams denied, trust broken, and lives erased. The question we must ask is simple. Who's next? If this story moved you, don't let it die here. Share this video. Comment below with your thoughts or stories. Subscribe to Continental Explorer for more bold, cinematic truth-telling. Because the louder they try to silence these voices, the louder we must become.